Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we've traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
We opened in 2006 with an education center focusing on fire prevention and education. We've educated over 100,000 visitors who've come to the museum. The education center of the museum focuses on fire prevention, and it actually goes through all of the different things that make up what happens in a fire, what happens after a fire. There's practicing dialing 911, so kids can come and practice and learn what they should know. They should know their address, there should be house numbers. It's all educational and interactive, and the kids love to come and play and push the buttons, but it's also teaching them something about fire prevention, and that's really what we focus on.
We're now in the fire engine exhibit, which he's having a ton of fun. He's dressed up as a fireman, and we're pretending like we're putting out fires, and we're having a really great time. Actually, maybe as good of a time as we would have had at like a proper children's museum. Even though this isn't necessarily a children's museum, there's this toddler area, which is really tons of fun. He was having a really good time on the fire truck. There's like a little simulated fire on the wall, so we were pretending to put out the fire, and he's totally dressed up, decked out in the fireman outfit. Yeah, we're having a really good time.
Our newest exhibit obviously focuses on September 11th, but there are lots of interactive things throughout the entire museum for people of all ages.
The museum is started to evolve over the last few years. We decided to set up this beautiful exhibit, and it's been really a work of love, and everybody really got involved in it, did a stupendous job to honor the 18 Nassau County volunteer firefighters that were active with their departments at the time that were killed on 9/11.
The exhibit has many different components. It goes through the timeline of the World Trade Center, of the day. We also have the center point of the exhibit focuses on the 18 volunteers who were active at the time of their death in Nassau County. They were also FDNY, EMTs, and they unfortunately died that day. The focus of it is about their lives, remembering them for who they were. They didn't just die that day. They weren't born that day. They were fathers, they were sons, they were friends, and we want to remember them in their full lives. So we're really honoring their lives of service. They serviced their communities. They were part of the fire department, and we want to make sure that we remember them in that way. The flag that is hanging is from Canada. It was given to us after 9/11. It's in memory of all those who were lost on 9/11, and it's actually a patch from every Canadian fire department in Canada. So they put a patch from every single department, and they have given it to us in memory of those that were lost on September 11th. Part of our exhibit is actually personal artifacts from some of the people, and it's a very emotional thing because you do find out more about them. We have scuba gear. One of the guys loved to scuba dive. We have a football jacket. One of the guys in high school is involved in football, so it's something very personal. David Lerner Associates actually found out about the exhibit and reached out to us to support us. They knew that we were doing fundraising for the exhibit. The exhibit was a large amount of money, and they were happy to be involved and to sponsor part of the exhibit, which we are very grateful for.
We're part of the community. This is our world, this is our home, and to the degree that we can help out, it's our honor and our privilege to be able to do that.
Other parts of the exhibit are also teaching people about what the volunteers' role was after 9/11. The volunteers did play an active role in assisting the FDNY, and we want to remember that also.
It's ironic. We were starting to get shortages after 9/11. And I saw this at the Fire Academy. Our enrollment at the Fire Academy jumped drastically. And to this day, it's still holding strong. The problem is that the younger people, as they get 3 or 4 years in the department and they decide to get married or something else, they can't afford to live in their communities. And that's taxes or whatever it is, but it's just too expensive for them. But they hang in as long as they can, and they're doing a great job.